0-2. Bartlett had to play Jacobs, I think.
Oh, dang. Oh, yeah, they played yesterday, huh?
Yeah. Oh, no. Bartlett played Grizz Lake Central, and Grant played Jacobs.
Okay.
This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling. Powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.
At guard, number 2, Joey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into day 3 of the Hinkle Holiday Classic. Welcome in, and again, at Jacobs High School in Algonquin, Illinois. Special thanks to all our sponsors you saw in the open. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin, and Genesis of Algonquin, Wise Guys Pizza of South Elgin, Tom the Plumber Inc., and Daryl Barnes Photography, as well as our hospitality room here at Jacobs High School, keeping all our workers fed. Buffalo Wild Wings, El Fuego Taco and Burritos, Taylor Street Pizza, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Brewhouse 31, Panera Bread, and Culver's. First matchup of day 3 between Bartlett and Grant. Nick Martinez and Joey Vallis with the Beacon Academy. It should be a pretty close matchup between these two teams, both teams looking for their first win of the tournament.
Yeah, unfortunate for both these teams, going 0-2 so far in the tournament. Both losing on the first day, moving into the losers bracket, and then losing their second game of the tournament. We'll see who comes out on top here and gets their first win today.
Yeah, both teams looking for their first win. Definitely going to play some intense basketball, as you see Grant starting with it. Grant in the red, Bartlett in the white jerseys. And there you see a steal from Swift. He kicks it up ahead to Campo, who tries to drive it in, but a good block at the rim from Schlicht.
Yeah, Schlicht's an all-around the court kind of player. He's going to get up for those blocks. He's going to be very physical in the defensive zone. Saw him last year here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic, and we saw a lot of good things out of him.
A lot of experience in this tournament both teams have, as you see a good backdoor cut, and Joey Swig gets the scoring started. The junior with the bucket, and Bartlett takes an early 2-0 lead. Kick it at the top of the key. Good pressure and intensity from Bartlett early on. Trying to rip that one away, but a good find down low, and Smith answers right back. Kick it ahead, Bartlett playing with some pace early on. It finds Swig once again. Kick it out on the wing, a long three-pointer, and the first attempt is through for Bartlett. Drive inside from Smith. McMath now with it, will orchestrate the offense. Looks like they're trying to get it down low, but good zone from Bartlett. Slip pass into the corner. Here's McMath, loses it on the way up, trying to regather it and loses it. But Smith is there in the corner, feeling the pressure, somehow finds McMath and gets it down low for the layup.
What a pass there to get out of that trap in the corner. Not many times you see that happen.
Good pressure from Bartlett. Their 3-2 zone is working, but Grant is finding the holes in the defense, and there's an open three in the corner, and Bartlett starting 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Here's Smith, he loses it, and that'll be a turnover against Grant. And a good start from Bartlett early on.
Yeah, you see Brandon Pels with those first 2 threes. It's going to be huge for them today. Not a huge shooting team. They can shoot inside the arc. Not huge around outside. He's going to be your guy from that today.
Early 8-4 lead for Bartlett. Corners are open early on for Bartlett as that first shot for Campa is good. And an early timeout forced for Grant. Bartlett with a 10-4 lead with 5.5 minutes left in this first quarter.
Yeah, Bartlett came out hot. That's all we can say right now. And they are shooting away, and they are getting everything to drop right now. Grant needs to work on, getting the ball down low, beating that defense, and maybe take some more shots around the arc. You haven't seen them take a lot of chances on that. I know they're not a huge shooting team, but I'd like to see them take a few chances, especially with this deep deficit that they put themselves in. So.
I want to remind you, thanks again to our quarter sponsor, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online, buying made simple at rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com.
So we got day 3 of the Hinkle Holiday Classic here. Great tournament. Always a pleasure to be here. We're here with the Beacon Academy, a fully high school run broadcast out of South Elgin High School. See South Elgin not in the tournament this year, but we're familiar with both these teams we got playing here today. Grant, we've seen a lot in this tournament. Bartlett, obviously our rivals.
Yeah, a lot of good basketball has been played over the last couple of days. Still have the championship day later this week. As you see, Grant's getting quick down the court and getting an easy bucket up for 2. That's McMath. As another steal here, Smith kicking it up to McMath, gathers himself, but was right under the basket and couldn't get that one to go. And it will be a jump ball, and it'll go to Bartlett.
Possession. Bartlett.
Yeah, good play there by Grant to take that ball away. Get those turnovers. You're going to have to force some turnovers now.
Good cross-court pass from half court, but can't get the layup to go, and Smith will push. And not a good foul there on the reach attempt.
Foul by Hawk, number 30, his first, team first.
Still an early 10-6 lead, just under 5 minutes left. It'll be Smith to inbound. Grant early on, getting a lot of their baskets in transition and on fast breaks. Let's see if they can settle in their offense and get some good looks on the perimeter. Drive inside, here's Smith. Pump fake a 3, wide open look in the corner. That one just short. Offensive rebound, no good, but foul on the putback attempt.
See, there you go. Get those threes. Even if you miss it, you got those guys under the hoop that we know are going to be willing to go up for that ball and get some fouls, get some free throws here. Let's see if they can hit these, cut that lead to 2.
Yeah, big free throws. Free throws have been the story of this tournament, as that first one is good, and an early sub for Bartlett.
Hawks, number 23, Anderson, Luke.
Second one just as good and cuts the lead to 2. And subs now coming in for Bennett.
Checking into the game for the Bulldogs, number 10, Josh Gamboa, and number 12, Noah Sakeda.
Both these teams using their benches early, and we're also seeing both teams in the press, adding a lot of pressure. And you can see these teams really want to ramp up their defense, especially after losing their first 2 games of the tournament. High pass into the corner. Good job to save it. Here's Swick. Kick it out. Campa, good find down low. Loses it, but gets it right back. And losing the ball almost was like a pump fake there on that shot.
Yeah, he made a guy miss by, I don't think on purpose there, but it obviously worked.
And that pass goes to no one. And a good response from Bartlett.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there around the arc. Got to dial that in right now if you're going to want to win this game. It's going to be close all game, but costly turnovers aren't going to help.
Good passing from Bartlett early on in this possession. And a foul called on the ground against Grant.
Foul on Bulldog number 12.
It'll be their first team foul of the quarter, so still not in trouble yet. 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Campa, oh, good find down low. He gets it right back. And now trying to orchestrate the offense. Swick still in there for Bartlett. Good backdoor cut, and that one is up and in for Bartlett once again. Using those screens and backdoor cuts early, 14-8 now. And now pressure on the perimeter. Grant still hasn't been able to settle in yet. Corner is open, he'll pass it up and take it instead. Here's Smith, trying to split the defense up and count it off glass. A good early bucket for Smith and a chance to add it at the line.
Foul is on Hawk number 3, Quentin Wright. His first team.
You can see Bartlett's coach a little frustrated there. Swick after that foul. He had that guy wide open on in the corner there.
Yeah, passed it up.
Hey, still made the three-point play though.
Yeah,
so.
still got it to go. Cutting the lead once again is Grant. Make it 14-11 now. Bartlett splitting this press to perfection, but a turnover there. Swick loses it. Here's a drive inside from McMath, and that'll be a travel called. And again, some miscues we're seeing now from both teams.
Yeah, that's a good call there. We're seeing inbound here from Bartlett. Still that full court press from Grant.
And there you go, the press working to perfection. Here's a layup attempt and using the glass, and we have our shortest lead of the game. Bartlett loses it, and again, another turnover. You can tell Bartlett coaching staff not happy with this one.
And a chance to take the lead here. This is a very important possession for Grant right here. As we see the refs and take a second and talk about something.
Yeah, I think they're going over the score. From our count, it does look to be all good, and yeah, they do confirm 14-13. And now Grant, as Joey mentioned, has a chance to take the lead here. High pass, a wing three, that one just short. Good offensive rebound. Kick out in the corner, McMath misses it again. Another offensive rebound for Grant. Drive inside, trying to use glass, and that one just off, but free throws at the line for Schlicht.
And here's your chance. You got to hit these free throws here. Take the lead back. Get Bartlett to think a little bit before they're getting too excited here.
First one is good, and subs into the game for Bartlett.
Number 4, Brandon Johnson, and number 20.
Bench being used once again for both teams. Definitely an advantage for Bartlett, as Grant's bench is pretty low compared to the Hawks.
Checking into the game for the Bulldogs, number 1, Demarius.
Yeah, I think they got exactly 5 subs right there
Cicada.
on the Grant bench. Pretty extensive compared to that on Bartlett's.
It will be the Hawks to inbound. The Bulldogs still in a full court press. Cross-court pass, and that's stolen once again, but Bartlett gets it right back. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Bartlett trying to respond, and a foul on the drive attempt, and Grant's defense really sticking up here as they have taken the lead, 1-point lead, and trying to keep it.
Yeah, and a rough go for Bartlett so far in this tournament. They had to play Bennett Academy in the first round. So they had to go through that. I believe they lost by almost 30 points, 30, 40 points or something like that. But then also had to go and play Grays Lake Central, 2 tough teams to play at this tournament this year. see what they can do against Grant today.
Yeah, we talked about it in a couple of breaks in between games. This is a pretty loaded bracket on both sides, and I think we're seeing that with some of these talented teams falling to 0-2, even playing some good basketball. Approaching 2 minutes left in this opening quarter, 15-14 still. Bartlett trying to answer Swick. He's the guy to do it and hits a wing three, and the lead right back for Bartlett. 17-15, both these teams trading buckets. Grant has done a lot of their damage inside. Bartlett has been using the three early on. Smith, long look to answer, no good. And an over-the-back foul called against Grant and Stitz.
Bartlett's head coach is loving that one right there. Way to get under and get that rebound.
Checking into the game for the Bulldogs, number 1.
Grant always likes to get those offensive rebounds, so that's going to be huge for Bartlett to be able to get up and get those today.
And that'll be a travel called, and Joey Swick with some indecision.
Turned around and had a guy right in his face there.
Yeah.
That's what that press will do to you.
17-15 now. Kick it out, Smith. He's had some open looks at the top of the key. Still hasn't been able to hit from beyond the arc. Added pressure and defense, trying to rip it away, and a late foul called on the steal attempt. It will be free throws at the line for Grant, as they are now in the bonus, so it could be a good opportunity in this final minute and a half in the first quarter to score some points. That first one is good, and a chance to tie it. Smith at the line goes 2 for 2 and subs back into the game for Grant.
Yeah, if you're Bartlett, you got to stay out of foul trouble today. 100% from free throws as a team. Grant is so far.
And getting bailed out there, almost lost it and almost took it away. Bartlett trying to capitalize, and they can't make the easy layup. Here comes Grant with some pace. Drive inside. Oh, a good feed. And again, Grant taking the lead.
What a pass here. We are so back and forth right now.
Bartlett feeling the pressure. Under a minute now left. Can they tie it up or take the lead? And that one is through the hands in the corner. And again, Bartlett with a turnover.
Costly turnover right there. 56 seconds here left in the first quarter. Only down by 2. Huge opportunity. They just couldn't capitalize on it.
Let's see if Grant can grow their lead. Just about 20 seconds separating shot and game clock. Wing is open. They feed the wing. Pump fake on a 3. Drive inside off glass, too short. Bartlett. Long attempt. That one just rims out. A good attempt from Swig. And the shot clock is unplugged. Drive inside for Grant. Feed it in the post. And they'll reset. 20 seconds to get a final shot off. Top of the key 3. Pass it up. Here's Schlick. Drive inside and gets their largest lead of the day. 21-17. 10 seconds left for Bartlett. Swick, he'll take a 3 and answers and cuts into the lead. 2 seconds left from half court, and that one may have been blocked, but a good response from Bartlett to make it a 1-point game heading into the second quarter.
Yeah, Joey Swick is going to be a big player today in today's game. Puts up a lot of their points for Bartlett, and he'll get that 3 ball to go. He'll also get down and get some layups for you. Great defensively, too. He moves the ball well.
A lot of good basketball we're seeing, Joey. Feels like every game we do is back and forth in either a 1-point or 2-point game heading into these quarters. But what does Bartlett kind of have to do? We've seen them come out early with a big lead and shooting really well. But now they're playing with Bennett in that press, and they're having some trouble. What do they got to do to kind of get back with that?
Yeah, I think you just need to simplify the game a little bit more. You know, they're getting pressed by Grant, and I don't think they're going to stop that at all. Bartlett just needs to get those passes, get it across the line there, and then just work it around. You know, make the simple passes. Don't do anything fancy. Just get the buckets. Get some layups. Get the three when you can. And I think they're going to be fine.
For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Again, also shout out to our hospitality room, keeping all our workers fed and functioning. 21-20, we'll head into the second quarter. Both these teams had the lead at one point, but it's currently Grant holding on to the second quarter lead, as we'll head in with the Bulldogs led by Smith and led by Schlicht, as you see there on your screen. Both these guys have been crucial for these teams, and especially down low for sure. Hawks to inbound it, 21-20. And a good late quarter three from Swick to make it a one-point game. He has the ball now, and we'll see if Bartlett can retake their early first quarter lead. Swing it, thinking three, they'll take it. That one rattles in, and back-to-back threes for Bartlett, and they take the lead back once again.
Yeah, I like that look from him right there. Pretty wide open.
Pressure at the top of the key. Grant still struggling from this 3-2 zone. Has the top of the key open. Smith will take it himself. High fadeaway just rims out, and a good strong rebound for the Hawks. Ball pass into the corner, pump fake drive inside. Campa gets it to go. And a good find and kick out in the corner to get to. Here's McMath. Drive inside, a good elevation to get it up and in off the glass, and now both teams getting good looks up close. Quick passing for Bartlett. That's going to be the key to get through this press. Cross-court pass, wide open look in the corner. Will take it himself. May have been a travel there, but it looks like it was bobbled. But again, another three-pointer for Bartlett, and timeout called by the Hawks. A good momentum shift, and they take control of this quarter already.
Yeah, just like that. You know, we see the lead go back into the Hawks' hands, and you know, just Grant is going to need to slow the game down a little bit. I think this timeout's going to help, you know, come out of it, get some points on the board here. This timeout, though, is sponsored by Wise Guys Pizzeria. For the best pizza in town, it's Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out their new and improved online ordering system at IamAWiseGuy.com. See their catering menu online for parties or any occasion. It's all there. IamAWiseGuy.com.
See a lot of the fans here enjoying action between these two teams. Our first game of day 3 of this tournament. Still a lot of good basketball to come, and a lot of important games on that winner's side of the bracket set to come later on today.
Definitely. We saw some good games last night. Jeff Myers and Jim Hinkle in the booth calling those winners games yesterday, along with Nate Grendies. He was also in the booth with Jim Hinkle for the Jacobs game yesterday.
6.5 minutes left in this second quarter. 28-23. Bartlett has regained control. And there you see their defense once again. Having trouble. Smith, he'll drive inside. Losing it and gets it ripped away. Kick out into the corner. Good job to control the basketball. Slip pass into the post, and that one just off the mark. And a good cross-court pass. Look at that pass, and nearly an and one for McMath. And a good kick out and a lead of free throws at the line for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was a good quick transition there for Grant. They're going to need to do a lot more of that if they're going to want to take back this lead. Hawks are moving the ball well right now.
And first free throw at the line just rims out. It'll keep it at 28-23. And Bartlett out of this timeout has definitely amped up their defense and been trying to get the ball more inside as they've been living off the three early on. Second one, no good.
I was going to say he had 3 guys trying to block that layup when he was going down the court there.
Kick out inside, and that one's taken away from Grant. The Bulldogs still very much in this one, only down 5. Good fake on a 3, jump stop in the lane, and that'll be a travel called. Just jumped too far with 2 feet, and the refs are going to call that every time.
Yeah, didn't land on both feet at the same time there. Got to make sure you're doing that. Ref there demonstrating what he did on the baseline as he's about ready to hand it over.
Still up by 5 is Bartlett. Can they grow their lead in this final 6 minutes of the first half? And there you go, another look inside, up and in. And a good look for Bartlett and the Hawks.
Grows that lead to 7 points there. Grant's got to get some points here. Want to cut this lead down.
Kick out on the wing. Smith now with it. He's been involved a lot with this offense early on. Kick out. McMath, pump fake. See if they can find Schlick. He's been quiet in this quarter. He's their leading scorer in the first. Drive and layup in, and a good finish for Smith. Just able to use his size and elevate for the layup. See if Bartlett can respond. They've done it already early on in this game, as here comes Schlicht on the fast break, raising up and in for the layup, and a good finish at the rim for Schlicht. 30-27 now, approaching 4.5 minutes left in this first half. High cross-court pass, they'll take a long 3-point look, that one's short. And a rush possession there. Now Grant a chance to cut into the lead or take it. And that one is no good. Long look in the corner and ties it up in the corner once again. A good look for the Bulldogs, and we're tied at 30 apiece. Campa. Good pivot move into the corner. The wing is open, but they'll call a travel. And we've seen both these teams with some indecision lead to turnovers.
Wow, we've seen a lot of travel calls so far here in this first game of the day. Today, got to make sure you're watching your feet, putting that ball down before you step.
You also got to give credit to the defense of these teams. They're forcing those travels and forcing the mishaps. That one too strong. High reach for the board goes into the hands of Swick. He's pushing now. Campa controls. Good extra pass into the lane. No good, too strong. Both these teams, fast pace, little undersized as we've seen compared to other teams in this tournament, and they're using their speed and conditioning. Speaking of speed, here's Smith. He kicks it out to McMath. Cut inside and a good layup off glass, and the Bulldogs retake the lead. 6 points on the day for McMath. Good balanced scoring we're seeing from Grant, as there's a long 3 for Bartlett, and it's good. 33-32 now, another good look on the wing.
Absolutely, yeah, that was a great look for Pels there. 15 points for him.
Smith, extra step inside. Off glass, and that one just rattles in. That timeout. And it looks like they're gonna give a warning maybe to the coaching staff of Bartlett. It looks like referees not liking what they're seeing over there, maybe being a little too vocal on the sideline. Good understanding from the referees. And there will be subs into the game now. And Bartlett will inbound it. One-point game, Bartlett to inbound it. Under 3 minutes now left to go in this first half. Swick, he's had a quiet second quarter. That one just off the rim, and a good offensive rebound Bartlett doing a good job on the offensive boards the entire day so far. Tough pass, trying to get it down to Swick, and Grant will push. Bulldogs up and no good. Follow is good, staying in the air, and Schlick gets that one to fall.
That was a nice job there getting that rebound. Putting that ball right back up, not giving Bartlett a chance to grab it there.
Swick, long three-pointer, that one just off to the left. And Grant a chance to gain some more momentum. Here's a drive inside, acrobatic finish, up and in.
Yeah, Grant's doing a great job right now at waiting to put that layup up. Making Bartlett miss a little bit here.
Taking their time, 38-33. Swick, pump fake in the corner, having some trouble. Finds his man at the top of the key. Cut inside, floater is good, and using the offhand, up and in a good basket to make it 17 points on the day for Pels.
Yeah, he's having a great day today. Only a 3-point lead for Grant here. Again, extremely close game we got here today, Nick.
Yeah, very close, and both these teams showing the fight, trying to get their first win of the tournament as Smith gets the lucky bounce up and in off the floater. Here's Swick. Minute left in this first half. Feeds his man in the corner. Strong take, and that'll be a blocking foul. Smith wasn't quite set underneath, so they're going to call that a block.
I believe these are the first free throws we're seeing for Bartlett today. See if they can hit these. Cut that lead to 3. The minute left here in the first half.
Yeah, that first one is good. Both teams doing a good job not fouling so far in this quarter. Only one foul apiece as subs in for both teams. 40-36, Bartlett at the line to cut it back to a 3-point deficit. Second one up, no good, but a good offensive rebound once again for Bartlett. Can they capitalize that one? No good. And Smith, look at the speed down the court, and that one is no good. But that'll be a foul called, and he'll head to the line for 2 free throws.
Just talked about those fouls being limited here. Definitely a good job on Bartlett's side for that, because they obviously put Grant in the bonus there. See that first free throw, good for Smith. Grant's doing a really good job with those free throws. I think they've only missed one out of everyone that they've taken. So.
And right on cue, they knock down another free throw. Marion Smith now with 11 points on the day. And that makes it now 2 scorers with double digits for Grant. Let's see what Bartlett can do. Press coming again. Pressure. Got to be careful. They finally get it across, but a late foul called against Schlicht. Under 50 seconds now left in this first half, and 42-36 Bartlett. Can they have some late quarter magic once again? Trying to get the backdoor cut, but good pressure defense. Schlicht picked his pocket. Drive inside, and the Euro step using the size, and 44-36 now. Bartlett with some pace, 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Wide open look for 3, that one way too strong. 15 seconds now. Here's McMath falling, and that'll be a travel called. And it looks like the refs saw that as a bang-bang play, so no foul called on the fall, but it will be a travel called. And Bartlett, a near steal and a late foul on Schlicht.
Gonna have 12 seconds here to get a shot up. Joey Swick not on the court right now. I don't know who they're gonna get this ball to here. Maybe they're gonna work it down low. It doesn't look like it though.
Final 5 seconds left in the first half. Sure are taking their time as Bartlett, and they lose it, and a missed opportunity for the Hawks, and that would have been a big chance for them to cut into the lead once again. 0.2 seconds left on the clock. Don't know if that's enough to get a shot off, but Grant will try. High lob and a good attempt. but Schlick can't corral it in. 44-36 after a very intense first half of play. And Grant and Bartlett going back and forth. Both these teams trying to get their first win of the tournament.
Yeah, Grant's doing a great job of getting the ball to the basket. I really like what they're doing right now. Demarion Smith and Schlick are doing a great job right now at getting that ball inside, making those moves. You know, we just saw Schlick make 2 great Euro steps basically in a row. And he's working right around that Bartlett defense. Love to see it from them. On the Bartlett side, we've seen them slow down a little bit. They came out hot after that first quarter huddle going into the second quarter, but I think we're going to see them come out of the locker room at the half. The coaching is good from Bartlett, so I think we're going to see them come out quick. I think we're going to see Joey Swick light up again in the second half. So we're going to see what happens with that.
Stick around for the second half. We'll have a quick break and be back with more basketball. welcome in, and don't forget this game is brought to you by our season sponsors, Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin, and Genesis of Algonquin, Wise Guys Pizza of South Elgin, Tom the Plumber Inc., and Daryl Barnes Photography. Also, shout out to our Algonquin Hospitality Room, sponsors for keeping our workers fed and functioning. Buffalo Wild Wings, A Fuego Taco and Burritos, Taylor Street Pizza, Raising Cane Chicken Fingers, Brewhouse 31, Panera Bread, and Culver's. Thanks for keeping everyone full, happy, and on their feet. Well, maybe both teams are in the hospitality room right now, because we only have 16 seconds left, and neither team is still here. But
usually they'll come out and shoot a little bit here. But we got Grant coming out here, but Bartlett is still unseen. Looking through the doors to the great facilities here at Jacobs High School. We got the field house to our left, outside the main gym here. And we got another gym out down the hallway doing a JV tournament, and then the freshman tournament happens in the field house.
Yeah.
So you got all basketball action going on here. See, Bartlett takes the court.
Yeah, kind of just walk me through that first half for both teams. Obviously, it was back and forth, but what were you kind of seeing in that first half, and what do you expect in the second half for these teams?
Yeah, well, first off, I think the full court press was a huge factor in that first half. Bartlett did it sometimes. He didn't execute it that great, I don't think. But Grant, definitely, they executed to perfection on the full court press there, and they had many steals and many points because of that. Definitely kept Bartlett on their toes. I think they're going to probably continue that here as we stay in this very close game. See some stragglers come out for Bartlett. Get to the bench. Coach is saying, hustle, hustle.
Yeah.
But overall, I think that, moving the ball down low was what Grant was doing well. Bartlett was trying to towards the end of that first half there. But Grant's doing a great job of keeping them to the outside, keeping them around the arc. You know what we're waiting on here. So both teams are going to go back to the bench.
I think they're waiting for the third referee, and yeah, he's back now. Again, everyone going to the hospitality room to help themselves to all the good food they have and good basketball we're seeing here with Jacobs High School. Again, another great tournament. It's been one of the best in the last couple of years this year. As we mentioned, all these teams have been competitive and have been really down to the wire and trading buckets and cutting leads in half and cutting leads at times when it seems like it's such a large deficit, but then you look up at the score and it's just right back into a close game.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's one of those games that could get out of hand real quick, but I don't think we're going to see it happen. I think it's going to be close down to the wire today to see if Grant can get something going right here, and automatically Bartlett is very tough on the basketball right out of the half.
Yeah, you can see that already. Pressure, you mentioned that in the notes to know for this second half, and yeah, already off the leg of Grant, and the Bulldogs feeling the pressure. Here comes Bartlett, 44-36, as they get their first possession of the second half. Good backdoor cut. That one swatted away by Schlicht. And here comes Smith into the lane. A good acrobatic finish, and the lead grows to 10.
Yeah, there you go. Dwayne Smith getting right under that hoop, making his way through that Bartlett defense, something that he did great in the first half.
Pump fake, drive, and a foul on the entry pass will be out of bounds on the baseline for Bartlett. And this is a team that we've seen can shoot the ball and can kind of cut into those deficits, so still a lot of time left for Bartlett. Here's Swick, he's gonna have to get going. There's a good move inside, and that one just off.
Gotta hit that bucket there. Easy enough to, make that. Obviously, we know it's not that easy, but it's one of those that Joey usually knocks down there.
46-36. Grant, a chance to take their largest lead of the game. Cut inside, having some trouble with the ball. Approaching 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Grant taking their time, trying to get a good look And there's a good look there. Pump fake. He'll pass it up and drive inside instead. And a good rip away as Campa will try to get it. And that one met at the rim again for Schlicht. Cut inside McMath. Floater and gets it to go off glass. And the lead is now 12. Drive and cut inside. And that one swatted away as well. And the Bulldogs with great interior defense close to the rim.
They are all over Bartlett right now. Blocks, traps. Look at that right there. 3 guys trapping. Joey was able to get out of it.
Yeah, making Bartlett work for every basket as Smith drives in and gets fouled. And first team foul against Bartlett. Both teams now with a foul apiece. 38-48, still at a 10-point game.
Yeah, Charles Schlicht is going to have to watch his fouls here. He's at 3, currently 6 minutes left. He's a big player for Grant, as you just see him put up that bucket there. Another one that's so good at getting to the basket.
And he makes it look so easy, too, as he's at 16 points on the day, as Swick gets a quick answer. And adding to his total for the day, he's at 12. Second leading scorer on this team for Bartlett is Swick. 12 points for him, 17 for Pelks. Kick out in the corner, McMath trying to answer with the 3, and he does.
See that lead go to 13 points there, and I said wasn't going to get out of hand, but it's starting to get a little bit out of hand. Bartlett could calm this down here.
Good pump fake, drive inside, passing up the 3, and can't hit the layup. Good decision to take it inside, but just lost it. And that'll be off of Bartlett. Could have been off the leg of the Bulldogs, but they're going to keep it with Grant. A 13-point lead. The Bulldogs a chance to grow it even more. Under 5.5 minutes left in this third quarter. That pass, luckily finding Schlicht. He'll use his speed inside, elevates, can't hit. Offensive rebound fought for, but controlled by Bartlett. And that one nearly taken away. Risky pass leads to the kick out. Campa thinking 3, use all of that baseline and inside, count it. Chance to make it a 3-point play at the line and a big offensive play for Bartlett.
Yeah, Bartlett's bench is coming alive here, trying to get the energy going for the guys on the court. Not seeing a ton of fans here for Bartlett today, which is unfortunate. Got to come out and support your team. Even parents, I mean, where are the parents at, right?
Yeah, definitely an early morning game. Emptier gym we're seeing right now for Jacobs, but we know later on today the gym will be packed for the home team and for all of the winners bracket games. 3-point play completed at the line. It'll be a 10-point game once again, and a foul called against Bartlett. Only be their second of the quarter.
Fouls on Hawk, number 3, Quincy Wright. His 3rd.
Trying to strip that ball away there. And again, we see an aggressive defense from Bartlett.
Pressure at the top of the key. Smith passes it up in the corner. He'll get it right back. Stitz. Handoff to Smith. Pump fake drive and cut inside and almost got the and one, but he'll take free throws at the line.
Yeah, it's something we talked about in the first half, Grant. You're right from the free throw line.
Fouls on Hawk,
Dwayne Smith especially.
his 2nd, team 3rd.
See if he can knock these down and make that lead 12.
First one too strong, so we'll keep it at a 10-point game. We'll see if Smith can hit the second. That one too short, but a good offensive rebound battled for down low. Trying to kick it out to Smith. He'll take it and no good. Gets it right back though. And again, another offensive rebound. 4th try, no good. And Swick finally takes it. Kicks it up top and a good leak out for Pelks.
Yeah, and of course, as soon as I say he's doing good from the line today, misses both those there. But great offensive rebound from his team. 4 tries there, couldn't get it up. The replay brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling.
Here's Smith, drive inside, and that one too short. And trying to fight for the rebound, and they come away with it. Bartlett gets it ripped away from Stitz, and a foul called, and that'll be their third of the quarter. They get 4th of the quarter for the team.
Checking into the game for the Hawks, number 22, Mason Lannerman. And for the Bulldogs, number 2.
Subs now in for Bartlett as well as Grant. 53-45. Bartlett definitely looked like they had a chance there, but had it ripped away by Stitz. Kick out on the wing. Stitz will control. And a push and foul, that'll send Grant to the line. And a technical foul called against Campa. Oh wait, they're actually gonna put it on McMath for Grant.
Number 2, Noah McMath.
That's a costly play, as that was gonna be 2 free throws at the line for Grant. And now you got Joey Swick at the line. Yeah, they're gonna say that Grant will still get their 2 free throws for the bonus, or make it the 1-and-1, and then Bartlett will get free throws at the line with the technical foul. Crucial play in this game with just over 3.5 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. That free throw is no good. He will get a second one. All alone at the free throw line. That one just rims out in an 0-for-2 trip. And now Swick will have free throws at the line. May have been a double technical foul. Still trying to figure things out, are the refs, and still giving the signal. But 2 free throws for Swick at the line now. First one is good. And the free throws looming large for Bartlett as they cut into the lead once again. Second one is good.
A lot to think about when you're standing on the line like that all by yourself there.
Definitely intense for sure.
Oh yeah. And that's, you know, as simple as that shot seems, it is not as simple as, you know, as Joey just made it look. Dropping both those there as we see Bartlett gets possession.
Kick out on the wing. Here's Swick. He's going to take the corner 3. That one just short. And a missed opportunity for Bartlett, but Swick trying to get it right back. Fight for the ball. Both these teams battle for it, and a timeout called for Grant and the Bulldogs. What a play by the coaching staff of Grant, and they had control for just enough time to get the timeout called. And you can see Coach of Bartlett definitely not agreeing with that one. While we have a moment in this timeout, I want to remind you about Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family photos, graduation photos, sports team photos, and even more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography. You can find Daryl Barnes online at darylbarnesphotography.com. We've seen definitely a battle and high intensity from both these teams, especially after those technical fouls. It's gotten a little more intense in the gym.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And the Bartlett's head coach is a little frustrated after that one. He wanted the jump ball there, which would have gone to Bartlett, I believe. See our fans in the stands here. See Grant's going to get the ball out of their timeout. Let's see what they can do here. It's a 6-point lead for the Grant Bulldogs. 3:14 left here in the 3rd quarter.
What was once a 15-point lead in this quarter has been cut to 6. Here's Smith. He kicks it out to McMath. Good dribble move inside, using that pump fake to his advantage, but Swick will control the rebound, and Bartlett a chance to make it a 4, maybe even 3-point game. Campa, swing it, switch, good pump fake, kick out to Pels. That one, no good. Fight for the offensive rebound, but it'll go into the hands of the Bulldogs. Using the speed is Smith. No foul called on that attempt. Here's Stitz, that one too strong. And the ref getting into it with the coach of Grant and the Bulldogs. And now both coaches in this game have gotten warnings from the same referee. And it doesn't look like there will be a technical foul called, but definitely an intense moment in this game. White ball, and it will be Bartlett to control.
Wow. Yeah, both coaches getting warnings here. Definitely intense game you got here.
This has the feelings of a championship level of intensity. Both these teams looking for their first win. Swick down low, and Bartlett making this gym really loud at the moment. 53-49, approaching 2 minutes left in this very intense third quarter. Defensive chance coming from the Bartlett bench. Can Grant respond? Here is Stitz. Approaching 10 seconds left in the shot clock. If this is a shot clock violation here for Grant, Bartlett is going to go crazy. 5 seconds left. Bulldogs will take a long three-pointer. That one's short, and a good rebound for Bartlett. Here's Campa, kick out to Pels. Drive, inside, using his speed to get the layup, and makes it a 2-point game with 1.5 minutes. And a timeout called for Grant. And the Hawks with all the intensity in momentum after that play from Pels.
Bartlett's bench is absolutely going insane right now, watching their teammates rip it up on the court right now. Grant's got to settle this ball down, figure it out here. Still with a 2-point lead, but we are right back where we started with this game, neck and neck, with 1:30 left in the third quarter. This fourth quarter is going to be electric, Nick.
Oh yeah. You want to talk about high school basketball? That whole quarter this whole quarter we've seen has been the definition of staying in the game, fighting. Doesn't matter if you're down 15 or down by 3. You always stay in this one and stay intense, and we're seeing that from both these teams who really want to get their first win.
Absolutely, and great job on Bartlett on staying in that game, like you mentioned, and not giving up, because it's easy. It's easy to, say, well, man, and even though you are still, quote-unquote trying, there's not as much intensity, and they're keeping that intensity right now, as well as their bench. Their bench is definitely adding to that intensity. Something that we're not really seeing from Grant. Even though they have small numbers, it could still be loud,
Yeah, and it's those little things. It's not always the play on the court or the actions on the court. It's how your team's involved in those momentum plays. And we're still seeing Bartlett very into this one as they nearly get the steal. Good corral from McMath, but can't hit that 3. A good, easy putback at the rim. And now approaching the final minute left in this third quarter. Campa, kick it out. Here's Pels. Quiet second half, and that one is way too high. Now we're seeing Grant's bench and fans get into it.
That one sailed into the stands here, halfway up to us here in the booth, here at the Beacon Academy. The new Hinkle Holiday Classic action on the day 3 here.
Final minute left, 4-point game. Here's Smith, he's back into the game after taking a little bit of a breather on the bench. Here's Swick, Euro step in the lane a little too fast and couldn't get that one to go. And they're gonna call a foul against Swick.
Only his second foul of the game. He stayed out of foul trouble really well. I like to see that from him. He's a key player on this Bartlett team for the offense, defense, all around.
And the bonus is Grant. So the Bulldogs will head to the line for the rest of this 45-second quarter. First one is good, and the coaching staff of Grant really liking that.
They're huge right now. That second one dropping there. See Bartlett, how they can respond. They've been responding well.
Handoff, Campa. 35 seconds left in this third quarter. Swick being double teamed. Campa swing it to Pels. They're gonna try to use as much clock as they can. Having some trouble in the corner, slip it off. They'll take a long three, that one blocked. Campa corrals into Pels. That one is out of bounds. He stepped on the baseline and got his foot just out of bounds. So now with 19 seconds left in this third quarter, let's see what Demarion Smith can do for Grant. He controls it at the top of the key. Man-to-man defense for Bartlett. Pressure comes. Wraparound steal. It falls into the hands of Stitz, and will head to the line for some late quarter free throws, and that's a very pivotal foul in this one.
Absolutely. Grant with a 6-point lead right now. Could make it 8 right here. DJ Stitz Jr. drills that first one.
3.5 seconds left. Still time for a last half-court heave for Bartlett. And a chance to make it 58 on the day for Grant. Stitt's second one is good. And a good shot for his third points of the day. It will be Pels. 2 seconds left. Wide open half-court shot is good! And they're gonna count it to beat the buzzer. What a late quarter shot from Pels. And just when you thought Grant would go on a little bit of a run, Bartlett hits the shot of the tournament to beat the buzzer.
Man, can that kid shoot. Pels has had a great day today as we're going to take a look at this one.
Oh my
Took
goodness.
his time on that one. What a shot from him. That upped his point total today to 24 this morning. He's had a great game today. So has a lot of the players on this court.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest factors here, Nick, going into the fourth quarter here in the second half is going to be this foul trouble. We see Schlick in foul trouble, one of the key players for this Grant Bulldog team. He's at 4 fouls right now. And then we also have Quinton Wright, and he's also at 4 fouls here. Both starters for both these teams. Could see that come into play here as we're going to see 2 key players out of the game, possibly with 1 more foul.
Definitely going to be an exciting fourth quarter. We were going to talk about the little 8-0 run for Grant that they went on to make it 59-51. And then you just have Pels hitting it from the beak of the Golden Eagle on the court. And that just cutting it to 5 is huge for Bartlett, especially with the momentum they had throughout that entire third quarter.
Absolutely, absolutely. That was a huge momentum shift for them. See what they can do here, getting the ball out of the huddle.
Here's Pels. The guy can't miss from anywhere on the court, but that is turnover. Here comes Smith, and a good response from Grant to start this final quarter. Hand off to Pels. Good slip pass to Swick. He's feeling the pressure. He'll drive inside, fade away. Good shot from Swick.
Didn't miss it twice there. We talked about him missing that one earlier.
61-56. Up top. Oh, good pound dribble. Dishes it off to Smith down low. And quick points for Smith. He's already got 4 in this fourth quarter. That one no good for Wright. And a foul called on the rebound. And a quick miss from Wright.
Number 30, Brandon Pels. His third, team first.
Pels' third foul, so always something to monitor there, as now 3 starters for Bartlett in the game with 3 or more fouls. The defensive chance still alive for Bartlett. Kick out on the wing, the Bulldogs trying to keep their lead. Up by 7, that one no good. Here comes Swick. Dish it off, Wick. 3-2-1 pass, and that'll be a foul on the entry pass, no shot. It'll be a baseline out of bounds.
Big possession for the Hawks right here. Cut this lead down. Only a 7-point lead for Grant. Seen it, flip at a switch of a switch though.
That one is up and in off glass. And again, Bartlett doing work down low as Smith cannot get that one to go. Trying to get it to Pell's rush pass. Here's a drive inside. And Stitz up and in, adding to his total for the day. Cut inside, Pell's using his body, and again, Pell's with an and 1 play. The man lives for 3-point plays.
Pell's is having a very impressive night tonight. Could see him get to that 30-point mark. Shouldn't say anything though, because I cursed Elijah Loading yesterday after I said that.
Still 6 minutes to get to that 30-point mark, as he has a free throw to get to 27. That one too short, but Bartlett controls down low. They lose it, and coaching staff of Bartlett gets a timeout, and they're doing their best. Great impression by getting the timeout on the loose ball.
Great job there from Bartlett head coach, calling that timeout right from his chair.
Yeah, didn't even get up on that call. But still, nevertheless, getting the timeout in time, and a very crucial possession as they have a chance to cut it to a 2-point lead, maybe even a 3-point lead if they can play their cards right. Tom the Plumber Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com or give him a call at 847-513-3971. That's 847-513-3971. It'll be Pell's inbound for Bartlett, and the Hawks down by 5 with 6 minutes and 13 seconds left in this 4th and final quarter of play. What a game we have between the Bulldogs and Hawks. We've mentioned this a lot, but both teams are 0-2 in the losers bracket. First game of the 3rd day of the Hinkle Holiday Classic. Swick wide open in the corner, that one just wide. But again, Bartlett gets the offensive rebound. Here's Swick down low, that one no good. And back-to-back misses for Joey Swick, and it will stay with Grant. And Swick is kicking himself after that possession. Stitz feeling the pressure from right. He'll kick it out into the corner. A long 3-point look, and an early dagger in the corner to make it an 8-point lead with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left. And a travel called against Bartlett. Everything going right for Grant.
Checking into the game for the Hawks.
Campa will come back in. Wright will head to the bench. And subs now in for Bartlett. It'll be Schlick to inbound. He's now back into the 4th quarter after starting the quarter on the bench in foul trouble. Here is McMath. He'll dump it off. Comes Stitz, pump fake, drive inside, gets the finish through the contact. It makes it a 10-point game.
Impressive what we're seeing from Grant right now. They just took control of that game. Bartlett had that momentum and just took it right out of their hands. You see Swick hits that mid-range jumper.
And we'll have another timeout, full timeout called by Bartlett as they get it back to an 8-point game. What do they have to do in this final 15? Make that 5 minutes and 15 seconds in this one.
I really think they're going to need to get those easy shots up like we just saw Joey take. Get Brandon Pels the ball. He's hot today. 26 points on the day for him. Swick's got 20. Get the ball to those two guys. They're obviously playing a good game right now. See what they can do here.
Still a lot of time for Bartlett. We've seen them come back before. 5 minutes feels like an entire half in this one, as especially this high-powered offense that Bartlett has gotten going. But looking on Grant's side, I think a key player that'll kind of go unnoticed in this one is DJ Stitz, especially with Schlicht on the bench for a while with those fouls and the foul trouble. He was able to stay in there and kind of manage the offense and get guys involved and hit some free throws at some of the biggest moments of the game.
Absolutely, Stitz totally took control of this game, helped his team out, Schlicht in foul trouble, stepped up to the plate when he was needed.
Bartlett out of the timeout they called. Let's see what they have driven up. It's been two different sides and different stories for this team, as Grant has 4 starters in this one with double figures, and Bartlett only 2 players with double figures, but those 2 players have 20 plus. Smith a drive, he'll kick it out to McMath. That's been his spot today, and he banks it in off glass and getting the lucky bounce to make it an 11-point game. Campa tried to step back, he loses it. Good defense from Stitz. Lose him in the corner, leave it wide open, and a quick answer. And that's a pivotal shot for Bartlett, is that if that one didn't go, that would have been pretty close to game.
Yeah, Adrian Nankoff, a big player today. Even though he's been quiet on the point side of things, he's good defensively, and he'll hit those big-time shots right there.
As you say that, he gets the steal, and Bartlett will push now. Wide open lane, take it inside, pump fake, and good off glass. Looks like Stitz may have got a swipe there on the ball, but they won't call it. No contact, and we're back to a 6-point game. Approaching 4 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Grant has had control for a majority of this quarter, and starting to lose the lead just a little bit as Stitz gets it to go and count it. Stitz again using his size to get inside, and free throws once again for DJ Stitz.
Chance to raise his totals to 9 points this morning. And we see him, the last player on that group of starters, not in double digits, but we could definitely see him get in there with these 4 minutes left in the game.
See Stitz, the junior, at the line, completes the 3-point play. Here comes Bartlett. Still plenty of time in this one, under 4 minutes left. Drive inside, Swick gets it to go off glass. 76 to 69 now. Here comes Smith, kick it down low to McMath. He loses it, fight for the ball. They won't call a jump ball, and it'll be Schlicht now on the baseline. Raises up, that one too strong. McMath now with it, using the glass. That one no good. Smith fighting for the rebound now. Here comes McMath, he loses it, and a foul called for Bartlett. 3:22 left in this one.
His first team third.
Pressure coming off the inbounds play. It will be Grant trying to grow their lead and trying to close out this one. Hand it off, Smith down low. He has a lane, trying to use it off glass, and foul on the shot attempt. And now he'll head to the line for a chance for free throws.
And here we go, those free throws coming into play.
His third.
Stitz. I'm sorry, Jaden Smith at the line, I'm sorry. He drains his first one there. I'm going to see Jaden Smith with his second free throw at the line to make this lead a 9-point lead, and he cannot do it.
Crucial miss there. They have Pels open in the corner. They're going to have to start moving as that one is met by Stitz. Here's Pels in the corner. That three-pointer is good. And a timeout called by Bartlett. 3:08 left, and it's now 72 to 77, 5-point game once again.
This is a wild game we got here today, Nick. And Brandon Pels at 29 points. Swick at 22. We See great numbers on the Grant side. Too many to even name off there, with 4 out of the 5 starters in double-digit numbers right now. Very impressive game we've seen from both these teams. Looking to get their first win. I know we've talked about that a lot today.
77-72, 3:08 left, and Bartlett is definitely needing a lot of scoring, and it's been the two guys in Swick and Pels that have led the way. 22 points and 29 points. And both these teams with a lot of scoring. 77-72, one of our higher scoring games we've seen, with both teams getting over 70 points.
Absolutely, yeah. We got a good game next for us here. Me and Nick will be in the booth, Prairie Ridge and Mundelein. As we see Bartlett get out of the huddle first. Grant coming out just now.
It will be the Bulldogs to control, and that's big for them.
Absolutely, yeah. It's only a 5-point lead right now. Need to make this game fall right into their hands.
And here we go. Inbound for Grant. And that one is ripped away and stolen. Get it to Swig. Big steal. Here comes Wright. Swig. Big three in the corner. That one is good. Makes it a 2-point game with just under 3 minutes left.
What a shot from Swick right there from the corner. That is huge for Bartlett.
And that'll be a charge. The bench of Bartlett getting into it and showing their fight, as this team has a chance to tie it or take the lead.
What a turn of events we're seeing here. Swick took one for the team there. Hit the deck hard. See a full court press from Grant.
And that one nearly taken away. 2-on-1 fast break. Lose it in the corner. Good job taking his time. Here's Pels. Thought about a three. The man leading the way and scoring. Good pump fake, and it'll be free throws at the line. The gym has loaded up with fans and players watching this close contest. 2 minutes, 34 seconds left. 77-75. Quick look at a free throw, and it goes. Big shots, and we already talked about how much momentum is needed in this game at the free throw line.
Absolutely. Tie it up with this make here.
And no good, but fight for the offensive rebound. It will go to Smith. Big miss at the line, still plenty of time. That shot is no good. Fight for the rebound. Smith, a good look in close, and that gives them some separation. Under 2.5 minutes left to go. Swift will control it. 3-point game. Kick out, screen, and swing. It's right. And that'll be a foul called against Grant. And that should be free throws at the line.
Move to 5. And there's no better guy on this roster to get these free throws than Brandon Pels.
The senior at the line with the biggest shots of the game. First free throw is good.
That's 30 for him right there. See if he can make this 31.
Second free throw is just short, but he gets the offensive rebound, put it up, no good. Smith controls, now Bartlett has it. Back and forth, here comes Swift. 79-77, under 2 minutes now. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Drive and kick into the corner, big shot for three, missed it all, and that'll be a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation.
It will be Grant to control, and with a 2-point lead, a big momentum possession and a big chance for Grant. Defensive lineup in for Bartlett. Minute 44 left. Can they get it in? It's Smith. Nearly loses it. And they'll call, it looks like, A foul on the court. Yep, it will be free throws for Demarion Smith.
His fifth, team fifth.
Free throws at the line for Smith.
Number 21, Adrian Hinkle.
Minute 42 left in one of the games of the tournament. Smith, the senior at the line, gets the first one to go. And now a huge free throw, as this has a chance to make it a two-possession game. Second one is too strong. Fight for the rebound, big call, and it will be Bartlett basketball. And I do think that is the right call on the court.
I also agree with you on that one. Let's see, we're gonna have a post-game interview after this one. Not quite sure who we're gonna have yet. This game has been so neck and neck. It's a full court press from Grant.
High pass into the wing. Oh, what a good find on the backdoor cut, and it's just a one-point game once again, 80-79. Minute 30 now in this high-paced quarter. The entire game has come down to the final minute and 20 seconds. Smith, kick out to McMath. He's hit some big threes in this one. Can he continue his shooting? Smith on the backdoor cut. And that'll be a charge, a crucial mistake by Grant. And they had to get going because they were approaching 10 seconds left in the shot clock, and they just rushed the possession there. And now Bartlett a chance to take the lead.
What a game we have here on this morning.
And there's no one you'd rather have with the ball than Pels. Swift, drive and cut inside. 15 seconds now on the shot clock, and that one is taken away by Smith. And a clean rip at the ball, but they'll call a foul, and it'll send Smith to the line. Foul on Pels.
Number 30, Brandon Pels. His fourth.
Fourth foul there, so that's crucial, especially if this game were to go into overtime and he were to pick up another foul. Smith trying to make sure there is no overtime, and as he hits that first free throw, 81-79, big one here, and that one goes.
What became an opportunity there has now put Bartlett in a situation. They do need to get a three here, or two quick twos.
And that one is met at the rim by Stitz, and Swick seals it now. Kick out and regather. Long three is no good. And a foul called against Bartlett, and it will send Stitz to the line. 26 seconds left. Shot clock is off. And these free throws, biggest of the game for Stitz.
And I'm not saying it's over, because anything could happen in this game. We've seen crazy things today.
As that first one is good, a two-possession game now. And we talked about Stitz being a crucial member of this team and a guy off the bench to come in and help. He's done it all. Still plenty of time for Bartlett. 26 seconds left. Swick has to hurry. You gotta think they need a three here. Swick using the dribbles, drives inside, trying to use his body, and he will get the foul called, and that's a huge play for Bartlett, as that only took about 8 seconds off the game clock.
Swick's been money on free throws today. I say they try and not foul, and I say they try and get that ball on that full court press. They've been doing a really good job today, stripping that ball from Grant. Both teams have, but
Crucial miss at the line for Swick, and that changes the entire feel of this game for Bartlett. And that second one is good though, so a 4-point game. 18 seconds left. And the first time we're seeing Brandon Johnson in a long time. He'll come in for some much needed defense, as this is the biggest play on defense in this one for Bartlett. Can they get a steal and force a turnover? That one nearly taken away, but they will foul Smith. And actually, it looks like it's going to be an out-of-bounds call on Smith. It'll be Bartlett basketball and a crucial turnover on the baseline for Smith. Ref's going over it.
Now we go into this situation where if Swick would have hit that, all they would have needed was a 3 here to tie it up.
Gotta hurry. Here comes Pels. He'll drive inside, trying to use his body, gets the layup to go, and a quick timeout called. 9 seconds left, and it'll be 84-82. And yeah, that free throw for Swick definitely looming large. But nevertheless, 84-82, 9 seconds left. You gotta think they have to foul right away, as they're not in the position to let the time run out.
No, absolutely not. And you hate to put yourself in that situation, especially against this Grant team that we've seen hit a good percentage of their free throws tonight. And really only Bartlett can stand for them to hit one of those. And then you're still going to need a 3 just to tie it up and push it to overtime there. But that's the kind of game we saw today. An insanely close game. Both these teams 0-2 in the tournament, fighting for their lives for that win.
Yeah, they're going to need a big stop or a good foul quickly is Bartlett. And especially at 84-82, if they were to foul, they're going to have to hope for a miss. The crucial thing to note is Bartlett has no timeouts left. So if they were to get the ball, they're going to have to go in a hurry. Drive inside, that one nearly poked away. They got a foul, and they do. And 7 seconds left now, only taking about 2 seconds and some change off the clock. So it will send McMath to the free throw line. And the many seniors in this starting lineup will head to the line.
That is a good point you make there with those timeouts. Definitely used a lot of them in that fourth quarter.
And that first one is the biggest one, and that one falls, so it will be a 3-point game. And now Bartlett's got to hope for a miss, and then they have to get down the court in just 7 seconds.
Adrian Nankoff back into the game. Watch him.
This is the game, and that one falls. Huge free throw for Grant. Here comes Swick. Can he hit a much-needed 3? That one is short. Bartlett controls, layup no good, and that'll be the game. What a game we had between Grant and Bartlett. The Bulldogs get out with their first win in the tournament, and a huge game from all the seniors. And what a way to come up strongly.
That was a wonderful game we had here. And I believe we're going to be talking to Charles Schlitt. Nick Martinez is going to head down to our post-game interview stage right outside of the main gym here at Jacobs High School. We'll talk to him. What a game we had today from Bartlett. They played a very tough game, tough on defense. Both teams really, but Grant came away with the win. Working that ball down low, getting those easy layups. I'd like to remind everyone about our sponsors here at the hospitality room, keeping everyone fed and functioning here. Buffalo Wild Wings, El Fuego Tacos and Burritos, Taylor Street Pizza, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Brewhouse 31, Panera Bread, and Culver's. Thank you guys, all of you, for keeping everyone full and happy on their feet. Also, thank you to the Beacon Academy season sponsors. I'm going to hand it off here to Nick shortly. Hear from Charles Schlitt and probably the rest of the team. We're going to hear them cheering in the background. Don't forget, we have games going all day here. Brought to you by the Beacon Academy. Prairie Ridge and Mundelein next. So I'm going to hand it over to Nick Martinez down with Charles Schlitt. Hear about this game we just saw here.
Team was able to pick it up while you were on the bench. What does that say about your group of guys and how tough you guys are as a team?
It means that all of us can score the ball, push it, play hard, and we got the win. We got the win.
Yeah, you talk about that win, your first win of the tournament. What does this do for you guys going into your season and the rest of this tournament as well?
I think it lights a fire under us because we started off 0-2. We finally got our first win. Feels good.
Great game.
This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling. Powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.